which optional did you choose, and how did you make that choice on choosing the optionals?
Geography was my optional, and
Okay.
while making the choice, I had considered a few subjects. It included civil engineering, which was my graduation subject. It included statistics, which I was using a lot during my job. It
Okay.
included political science, sociology, geography, which are popular optionals, right? So I considered all of them. I had to pick one. So what I did was I actually took previous year question paper. So at that particular time, I had the question paper of 2014 mains,
Okay.
and I took the question paper of 2014 mains and started going through them, and I started seeing, uh, if somehow do I strike up some notes that okay, this seems to be
Mm.
workable, this
Yeah.
seems to be this is something that I can write about. So this was one of the things that I did, and I chose geography because, to be truthful, by the time I was looking at the question papers, I had done one reading of G.C. Leong, Goche Leong. It's a very thin book, geography book,
Okay.
and there were multiple questions in 2014 paper which could be answered just by reading of G.C. Leong. This was actually an aberration, but then I thought, okay, this subject is so easy. I can
Okay.
see anything that can be distributed is geography, and everything can be distributed. So everything is geography, to be truthful, because geography about is actually physical geography only. When
Okay.
you get into human geography and economic geography, you talk about trade, transport, business, economy, you talk about health, you
Mm.
talk about gender issues. While geography, because of its vastness, does take up more time, but it's a lot helpful in your GS preparation because it overlaps a lot with your GS papers. So I did not regret my decision at any moment that I took geography at all. uh,
Mm.
I told you it's a funny story because that's how it panned out. But then geography does have some strengths. What I will actually want to advise people is to keep a few things in mind.
Mhm.
One, they must understand what their interest is, what they can study and what they cannot. Uh, for example, geography has a good mix of static and dynamic portions. It has physical geography, so which is kind of science oriented. So people with
Mhm.
science background get benefit there, but it does not have very vast science, uh, inputs also. So people
Right.
with humanities can also manage it. It's not that big a deal for them to manage. Uh, so if you think about some other discipline, something like say psychology or philosophy, uh, one might not be aware about it. They might actually take it and do pretty well in them. And I know people who have engineering background and they have done that. So it's not that they don't do well, but all I'm saying is that geography seems a bit more known, when you see the simple physics being applied there and everything. So things that you have to keep in mind is, one, what is your aptitude? What do you think you can study better? Number two, I think people should definitely look at previous year questions. If not paper one, at least paper two of usually different tests are either application oriented or India oriented.
Okay.
So have a look at paper two of optional subject of last maybe 3, 4, 5 years to at least get a hang as to what is asked and if you can respond to that. You will not be able to respond at that particular moment because you simply don't have the knowledge. But do
Yeah.
you feel comfortable? Do you feel that okay, these are questions that I think I will be able to respond sometime in future? So that's second. Third thing also is, many of people say this, and I would also say that this becomes an important parameter, is a good coaching available for that. So if you don't want to rely on coaching, if you want to study by yourself, and particularly if you have somebody to guide you as to how to study and what to study, pretty well and good, go for it, no doubt at all. But for people who do not have somebody to give a support, usually the reliance is on teachers. Just because Virat Kohli is doing so well in cricket, I will not start playing cricket, right? It's his strength. So
Yeah.
one must play to their own strengths is all I'm saying. So interest and aptitude one must keep in mind.
Yeah.
For somebody who has a bit of science background but still has the bent of mind to go for social sciences, see, anyway, if you're preparing for this exam, you must have the capability to study social science because the whole paper is based on social science, right?
Yeah.
So geography also has social science. That shouldn't be a big deal because geography has large coverage of social issues. Three has a very huge coverage with geography. Half of the paper is practically human geography. So
Mhm.
these things ultimately help you also. Even as I told you, I'll share my notes. When I share my notes, you will see one particular note has written geography optional and GS.
Oh,
And if
okay.
you open the notes, you will see a large overlap with GS paper 1 and GS paper 3. All the material related to paper 1 and 3 are also part of my geography notes only. So that way it helps. Uh,
Mm.
the hard work that you do for geography, because the syllabus is bigger, pays off by covering a lot of the portion of GS.
What happened was because I was in Pune, I was doing the job, and I was not knowing anything about the civil services, like how to proceed and what not to. But I had just this determination that I have to go and I have to prepare. So I talked with few seniors, like from my college, and I asked them like what options have they taken, and they said that geography is good, and they are doing geography, and Shabir sir is their teacher, and like they are loving geography. So I came here to Delhi. I took I had chosen geography already, and that is when I started meeting students from chai walas to the stationery shop people.
Yeah.
Like everyone is full with opinions, and they started telling me, no, it's meeting some kind of unfair treatment, and how you have chosen all that. And I remember my very first few classes in Shabir sir's class, when he said, listen guys, if you want to change your optional, so this is the time, go ahead and change it. But if you have chosen it, now whatever be the vastness or the diversity of the syllabus, this is your optional, and whatever option you will choose, all optionals have some depth and
Yeah.
diversity. Having the courage to move ahead, maybe you should drop it now rather than regretting. It was a lot of the formative stages in Shabir sir's class when I actually decided so that okay, this subject, what I've chosen is not bad and it's good, and I should carry it on.
सो ज्योग्राफी क्यों चूज किया, उसकी बहुत फनी स्टोरी है। बस ऐसे ही चूज कर लिया मैंने क्योंकि मुझे लगता था कि हम नई नई जगह के बारे में जानेंगे, एंड दैट्स व्हाट्स माय इनिशियल हंच कि ज्योग्राफी में आई कैन नो द एंटायर वर्ल्ड। तो वो मेरा इंटरेस्ट था, इसलिए मैंने ज्योग्राफी चूज किया। मैंने कोई पेपर नहीं देखा, ये नहीं देखा सिलेबस क्या है, बट आई थिंक बाकी लोगों को देखना चाहिए अगर आपका ऐसे कोई इनिशियल हंच नहीं है। ज्योग्राफी डेफिनेटली हेल्पफुल है क्योंकि उसका बहुत ही वास्ट एक्सटेंट है, जिसे हम बोलते हैं बड़ा सिलेबस है, बहुत टाइम टेकिंग है, तो डेफिनेटली ये सब चीजें हैं। तो इससे पॉजिटिव भी है, नेगेटिव भी है। पॉजिटिव डेफिनेटली यही है कि आप जीएस में जान सकते हो, जीएस 3 में जैसे इन्वायरमेंट वाला सेक्शन है, एग्रीकल्चर वाला सेक्शन है, जीएस 1 में ज्योग्राफी खुद से ही है, तो यहाँ पे काफी हेल्प करता है। ऐसे राइटिंग में भी ज्योग्राफी हेल्प करता है। तो आई वुड से इट हैज बेनिफिट्स, बट उसके थोड़े डिसएडवांटेज हैं क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा सिलेबस है, बहुत सारी चीजों का इंटीग्रेशन है। तो इसलिए वाइजली आप अपना जो ऑप्शन चूज करें अपने इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग।